Welcome back to the Beyond the Score podcast presented by The Northerner. I'm your co-host, Matthew Supinger, joined again with Alex Perez. How are we doing today, Alex?
Doing pretty good. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. We got to make sure to shout out Mr. Potato Man in the background there. He's making a guest appearance today. But we also do have the main guest, Shay Shipley. How are we doing today, Shay?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good. Thanks for coming on the podcast. Really excited. Little build-up here. This is probably the most build-up that we've had for an episode and stuff. So thanks for stopping on and stuff.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. We got some questions today. Alex, I think you were wanting to start off with yours, so go ahead and let's get into it.
You all are top 5 in shots, points, and shots on goals and assists. So is an aggressive offense a big part of the game plan for you all?
Yes. Past couple of years, it's always been like we've had a really solid defense and we have a solid offense, but it's been like we just haven't been able to find the finishing piece, and we've had trouble scoring. So we've been like really emphasizing it in practice and games, like trying to get people forward into the box and getting as many shots and opportunities as we can.
Awesome. So what part of your game do you take the most pride in?
I would probably say 50-50 balls, like punts, goal kicks. It's like really centered on the midfield and specifically like the holding mid, which is where I am. And so like winning those balls, being first to those balls is a big part of the game and a big role of mine. And it's fun for me. Like I like the competitive aspect of not letting someone else beat me to the ball. So I would say 50-50 balls.
That's awesome. So winners for the last 5. How do you all keep this momentum going in your chase for a Horizon League title?
Yeah, well, we came off a big win at Cleveland State 4-0, which we haven't scored four goals in a long time. So that was really big and exciting. And so I just taken that momentum, like offensively and with the shutout into Robert Morris this weekend. We have another away trip. So just carrying that momentum of coming off 4 goals and a shutout and seeing what we can do with it.
Speaking of away trips, where's your favorite place you've ever played on the road?
Honestly, I had a lot of fun at the tournament last year, which was at Milwaukee. We were there for like 5 days, and so we got to do like we went out to dinner and like we went on like a trail walk to like waterfalls, and like it was really fun. So probably Milwaukee, even though we hate Milwaukee.
So I know you were a 2-sport athlete at Mount Vernon. So what made you choose soccer over basketball?
I was actually a 3-sport athlete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I played tennis too. But I think that I just knew, like, from an early age, like, soccer was my main passion, and I loved basketball in high school, and it was always fun to have, like, something else, like, oh, I had a really bad game, but I have basketball practice later, like, I get to go do something else. But I knew from an early age that soccer was my true love and passion, and so that was kind of what I always poured everything into, and I honestly just it was always soccer from the start. I never looked back from that. So.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Matt, you got some questions?
Kind of already answered the first one I was going to ask. Was there ever like a question or like a slight, maybe basketball is the way to go or anything like that?
Not really, no. Basketball was always just like my side, and it was really fun, and I kind of just poured like everything else into soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who initially was the person that got you into soccer?
Oh, gosh. Probably my parents. I started when I was 4, so just like little league stuff. They just put me in it, and I never looked back. My dad probably wishes that I picked basketball. He's a big basketball guy, and but he's still happy being a soccer dad.
I guess growing up in Indiana, it is kind of like basketball is the sport that's talked about more.
Basketball's the thing. So it's like, if you don't play basketball, what are you doing?
Yeah. So you were a 3-time All-Conference and 3-time All-County selection in high school, and you helped lead your team to a 10-4-1 record, had 12 goals, 10 assists. How did you stay determined all year? That's a good year, good performance all year. How did you stay determined all year to do that?
Yeah, I think that a lot of it comes from like loving your team. When you love your team, you want to do good for them, and so it's just like putting your all into every game so that you come out with good results, and as a team, you can go far in the season and the tournament and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Was there ever a game or a moment in the season that you felt like, I'm in my bag, I'm in control right now?
I feel like really just conference games, I like really get into it because it just feels like it's like all or nothing. Like it just means more. And you never know, like one game could be the deciding factor of if you make it to the tournament or something like that. And so really just, I wouldn't say there's one game in specific, but like conference games, just get really into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the recruitment process kind of like? And then ultimately, what made you pick NKU?
Yeah, so the recruitment process was interesting because it was in the middle of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And so we should have been able to start talking to coaches my sophomore year of high school, but everything got shut down. And so it was kind of like sending in film, like through email, but it's like a lot of coaches were like, we don't want to give offers because we haven't seen you play in person
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. So everything was just kind of different. And it was honestly really frustrating just because you worked all your life to get to this process, and it's like everything is like pushed back and like there's nothing you can do. Like you're all just sitting at your house. So it was really frustrating, but it was still obviously it still worked out and it was still good. And I ended up coming on a visit to NKU, and I knew immediately. I was like, oh, this is like perfect.
Yeah.
Like everything about it was perfect. It's only 2 hours from home, so it's far enough away but close enough that I can go home whenever I want. And just like the school aspect was really nice, and I love the team. And Lydia Self is from a area around me too, so I kind of knew her before, and she had only good things to say.
Yeah.
And so that was also like, oh, like a player's telling me that this is a great place to come. So
Yeah.
it was just perfect and
Good
the perfect
promoting.
fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're an ambassador for Adidas. What is that kind of like? That's a big time brand. Obviously, it's the school's brand and stuff like that. What was it kind of like to have that deal go on?
It was honestly really cool. I wasn't expecting it at all, and I didn't do anything to like get that. They reached out to me, which was really cool, and it's honestly just a fun process. Like NIL is just fun. It's just like another perk of being a student athlete, but they like let me pick out stuff, and then I got to have like a little photo shoot with Jensen, who is like one of our videographers, and so it was honestly just fun. It was a cool experience.
Yeah, I know I bothered you probably so much with talk about NIL and stuff like that, but yeah, that article should be out soon. But that's awesome.
Perfect.
Adidas is big time. We got some speed questions here, putting you on the spot, like you said before. Mm-hmm. First question: what's your favorite food?
Ice cream.
Okay, favorite athlete.
Justin Fields.
Okay, that's Alex is a big Justin Fields guy, Steelers fan. So
I'm a Bears fan, but it's okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Sport you would play if you weren't playing soccer.
Pickleball.
Okay. Favorite hobby.
Reading.
That's a good one. Do you have a favorite book?
No.
Okay.
Too hard to pick.
Okay. What are you reading right now?
I just finished Normal People.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know who writes it, but I literally just finished it yesterday.
Isn't that a show too?
Yeah, it's a show on Hulu.
Not too bad of a show.
Yeah, I'm gonna start watching the show when we go to Robert Morris this weekend.
Awesome. What's your favorite show or movie?
My favorite show is Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
My favorite movie, The Notebook.
Oh, that's a good movie. Favorite warm-up song or favorite artist?
So I have a routine. So for the game, when we're on the bus, I'm straight like worship music to calm me down, just like center me. And then like when we're getting off the bus or like before we're getting ready to like start warm-ups or whatever, it's NBA YoungBoy.
Oh, okay. That's very opposite.
Yes, very opposite.
Okay. What's been your most memorable game here at NKU?
The IEPY game last season in the conference tournament when we went to PKs, overtime and then PKs.
Yeah, that's a cool game.
Yeah, it was really, really fun.
Yeah. And then Alex has got some questions too.
What's the best fan interaction you've had?
Is it biased to say my own family?
No, not at all.
We played at Butler this season, and so that's like 20 minutes from my house. So I had probably 30 family and friends there. So that was really fun. My mom made shirts and stuff. So that was really cool to be like close to home.
So, first question, do you smack talk, and who would you say is the best smack talker on the team?
Yes, I definitely smack talk. I would say Megan Belrose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yep.
Silliest fear?
Oh, silliest fear. That's a hard one. I would say like bugs.
Do you have a bug that you don't like?
I just hate bugs that fly, and they're like when they fly and like I can hear them.
Yeah,
I hate that. So
not good.
anything that flies.
Cicada season is not.
Yeah, no,
my
I hate
favorite
that.
Yeah.
Who would you say your best friend on the team is?
Oh gosh, that's a hard question. My roommate Emily Dorshing. We're obviously best friends. And Lydia Self too. I would say best friends, but also I mean the juniors are really close as a class. So I mean they're all my best friends. That's a hard question. I love my team.
Yeah. Okay, so last question I have for you is if you could be on a soccer team with a soccer star, past or present, who would you pick?
Julie Ertz.
Oh man,
Even though we
nice.
play the same position.
that's a good one. That's all the questions we got. Thank you for coming on.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, put some time aside for us. Make sure you go to the games. They are very fun games, especially now. We were just talking about the
Pink
weather
Out
stuff,
Thursday.
So, yeah, that's going to be a super fun one. So thanks for coming on, Shay.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.